God had a different plan, guys. You will not believe what just happened to me. Y'all, look, I wanted to go to Dollar Tree to get a couple cans of cat food for my feral cats, and I can't even remember what else I was going in there. It was like one thing, and I said, you know what, I'm just going to go make a video of a bunch of new stuff they have, because I know people on YouTube love to watch that. I love to watch that because I don't like to go to stores because I end up buying stuff, so I just avoid stores. But I do like to watch people's YouTubes where they say, come shop with me, or, you know, Dollar Tree items, June 2019. That's what I was trying to do because I liked what they had in there right now. They had the fall stuff, they had some really awesome hair accessories, etc. They had some good kids stuff, whatever. So, I had some stuff I wanted to show y'all, but life took a turn. I mentioned the interstitial cystitis, whatever. I have to use the bathroom very often, and this is all I drank, and I had to go into the Walmart bathroom before I went to Dollar Tree, and then I thought, you know what, there's a couple other things I wanted to film this week, and my other SD cards are not cleaned off yet, so, and I'm always needing more, so let me go in there and grab one. I grabbed two different types that I needed, and I already should not have been buying those, but I was in there anyway, and I don't like to make extra trips, and I don't like to let my things to order online list get too long, because then it's a big expense, and it is easier to have smaller expenses when you're on an extremely tight budget like I am. But anyway, God had a different plan, guys. You will not believe what just happened to me. So I left Walmart. I was feeling good, about to go on with the rest of my day, and I walked by this man who was very homeless looking, you know, standard alcohol smell. And for some reason, this is going to sound so crazy, you know, the sort of dingy, very worn clothing, tan skin, long hair, scraggly beard look. You know, that look. Nothing wrong with him, I'm just saying. Giving you a visual of the story. Sitting on the curb, you know, back on the wall outside of Walmart by the drink machines, and he just says, bottle of water. And I'm like, what? Are you talking to me? And he's like, yeah, bottle of water. And I'm like, I don't have one, and I actually don't even have any money right now. I only have a credit card. And he was like, so go use it. And I saw this adorable little dog with him, and the dog was so cute, I'm telling you. And what's so weird is that just yesterday I was on this rescue website, which I try not to ever get on because I don't really need any more animals, but any time in my life that I've gotten an animal, Nugget, my dog of almost 13 years, I got him when I was living in the dorms, and me and the dog always stayed at my boyfriend's house, which, if you've been watching the news, Jordan Sheldon, the police officer who was shot in Charlotte, shot and killed, that was my boyfriend at the time, and I actually bought Nugget as a gift for him. But then when we split up, Jordan was wanting to get a bigger dog, so he did get the bigger dog, and we split the dogs because I couldn't part with the dog. We were very bonded, and that dog really loved Jordan too, though, which means a lot because he was very abused by a man before I got him. He was very shaky. He would just sit in the corner and shake. When we first got him, he was so quiet that we weren't actually allowed to have dogs in that apartment. So when the maintenance men came, we would just put Nugget in the closet and close the door, and Nugget wouldn't make a peep. He wouldn't move, and he wouldn't make a sound. We used to call him Anne Frank, as crazy as that is. But anyway, so he really opened up around me and Jordan, and it makes total sense that Jordan's dream and his calling and his purpose in life was to be a canine police officer, and he achieved that dream before he passed, which is just so wonderful and comforting. Anyway, so I got Nugget when I lived in the dorms. That wasn't a good time, and I remember it was the perfect time. It was meant to be, but most people would say that wasn't a good decision, but it was the best decision I've ever made in my life. Anyway, and yeah, so I even had to sneak around and get him so my parents wouldn't know for a little bit. Anyway, then we got Bobo, off of a Starbucks flyer when I worked at Starbucks. Didn't really need another dog. We had a roommate with another dog, so we had 2 dogs at home. Dilly, adorable little Boston Terrier that reminded me of like the most amazing like little piglet dog hybrid is what it looked like. Anyway, so we had those 2, and I thought we should get a combined pet. I didn't think that. I had no plans to have anything other than Nugget ever. But like everything in my life, it just happens. So it's meant to be. It's beyond me. Someone put up a flyer, and like right after they put it up, I was like, oh, cute little dog flyer or whatever. My boss was like, that's not an approved item to be on the bulletin board. Took it, crumpled it up, put it in the trash can. I was on my break. I pulled it out of the trash can in the back and was like, look at this cute dog. The description was perfect. The description reminded me of Nugget, which did not actually turn out to be the case. But it said like she's like basically an angel slash someone who has escaped from an asylum. And she likes peanut butter and bacon, and it was a cute description. And we do love her. She was just a lot at first. But anyway, so we got her. And she was crazy. And then we had the 3 dogs because of the roommate dogs. So there was those 3. That was a really cute little pack. Then we moved and just had those 2 dogs for several years. And then a cat literally showed up outside my door and was in a very bad condition. And I took care of it outside for a while. Eventually brought it in because it was too hot out there and the cat really wasn't making it. Took care of that cat for a while. Then someone at work was like, does anybody want a cat? It's a rare special breed. Its owner is dying of cancer. Does anybody want this cat? The cat that I found outside was named Taco. Oh, I still miss him. I really still miss him. That cat had a bond with me like the one I have with Nugget. It was so beautiful. And the way it meowed, it was always saying, Mom. Sometimes I still hear it. Anyway, so, Mom. The cat that someone was getting rid of at work, nobody wanted it. It wasn't even their cat. They were watching it for someone else who had been watching it for the owner somewhere along the line who was dealing with cancer and could not take care of the cat anymore, etc. So I got a ragdoll cat, Priscilla. She is the best. The cat from Starbucks is named. The dog from Starbucks is named Bobo. Bon is her name. Anyway, so the homeless man out here, he was like, why don't you just use your credit card and go in there and get me a drink? He said the dog wants water and I want a soda. They didn't even have the soda he wanted in there. I got him 2 other ones he didn't even want. And then he was like, no, this is too much. You can keep them. And I'm like, no, you can keep them or give them to somebody else. I don't really drink soda, so no. And he was like, here, do you want this dog? And honestly, on the way in, I was totally shook by how friendly this dog was. I know a lot of dogs are friendly, but our dogs all have little issues that makes them like a lot to deal with. Not really, they're actually really low maintenance, but like they each have their little ways that I know really well, that like if I just like had a bunch of people over at my house, it would be really stressful because they don't understand the dog's needs. And a lot of people have like specific breeds that are very docile. We got a little bit of some wild animals at my house. So anyway, this dog is named Hazel, which is very sentimental to me, especially this summer, especially at this time. Anyway, so he gives me the dog. He tells me a bunch of stories about dogs that he's lost. We went over that. We cried a little bit together. He cried. I cried. Weirdly, after being in ministry with the homeless, the smell of like a person sweating out alcohol and smoking Black & Milds is like sentimental for me. Like I just want to hug people who smell like that, which is strange. But anyway, so I did hug him. He was like, what are you doing? But anyway, this man was super nice, not threatening in any way. Really nice man, like gave me all the information he has, like he gave me some contact information, etc. and gave me his dog, y'all. He was like, I can't properly take care of her, she needs an official home, like I've not even had her that long, we found her, we don't know where she came from, we don't know anything about her, you know, whatever. So I have a dog now. Like obviously I'm gonna post pictures and see if anybody claims her, but She didn't have a collar or anything, and she just was loose. So hopefully someone will claim her, but I already have a very strong feeling that this is my dog. Weirdly, I was on a rescue site yesterday, and it wasn't like I need to get a dog, because I was saying, like, I have enough to do right now, and I've never sought out to get a dog. I wanted to get a dog as a gift for Jordan because he wanted a little wiener dog at that time, and we looked around on rescue sites and stuff, but we didn't really officially commit to one. And then I wasn't even really going to get him one. I was just thinking about it, obviously, and thought, like, maybe we'll go to some shelters or something. I don't know. And I just heard randomly one day that the PetSmart had dogs in there on Saturday, and it was a Saturday, and I drove by one and was like, oh yeah, maybe I should go in there and see if they had dogs and cats, just to look around and see what it's like. Then I can go to the PetSmart in Charlotte. Because I wasn't near my house. I was near my parents' house. I was in Hickory. So then I went. This is like the worst possible haircut that I have right now, guys. I did it myself. Sometimes I do an amazing haircut and it looks professional. Other times it's a complete hack job, and I just roll with it. Hack job. So anyway, there's a piece right here that obviously didn't get cut. That's why I'm saying that. So I don't even know what I was saying, but I've never intentionally sought out a dog. They've always just, like, occurred. Or a cat. So that's kind of how I let things go down with the pet department. Otherwise, if I was seeking them out, I would have a million. Just yesterday on that rescue site, I was saying how if I was able to have an animal sanctuary, I would have a lot of animals, and I would have staff members to help me, etc. And I would have to have a lot of land. But I was saying to myself yesterday, you know, that's just a future dream, and if a dog or a cat comes to me, the way the feral cats do, or comes into my life, then, like, I'll accept it. Naturally. Natch. But I'm not going to seek one out. Dude just gave me a dog. The dog is asleep right now. Baby, are you too hot, or can I show you to our friends? Y'all won't believe how cute this dog is. I was just thinking how I would love a little scruffy dog like this because of the one that I saw on the Mindy Project, the little scruffy dog that Morgan Tookers has. I forget his name. Look at this dog. She's tired right now. But she's super hot. Let's crank the air. She's been super happy and friendly with all of this. So she's got, like, these long hairs on her back. She's adorable. She's absolutely adorable. I need to get out of here before this homeless man changes his mind. But, yeah. This is my new friend for now. Take her home, see how it goes. If for some reason it doesn't work out, I will find her another home. But like I said, I'm pretty sure that, that she loves me already. Because she loved me when I first came out of the store. She ran right up to me, and I petted her. Time to take some pics. I remember when I first got Nugget, I took one pic outside of the Barnes & Noble with him. And that is forever our first picture. What I get for wearing this shirt, right? Be a nice human, give some water to a homeless person. End up with a dog, dude. I'm so excited.